Hello everyone, and welcome to my solo RPG journal. It's been a little bit of time since I've recorded this. The videos that I've been posting up until now have all been staggered out as I've been able to process them, but I haven't actually done a record in a while. So I'm a little bit behind and a little bit forgetful. I'm not 100% sure where we are. So we're going to go over my notes to begin with, and as we work out where we're going with this story. So the first thing is I've got a map. I scribbled out a map the other day to show the area that we're playing in. So the city of Flyridge is there, front and center. And I don't have a map of Flyridge yet, but we can see that. So we're missing out on places like the Absent Jackals and the Merchants Guild where we've been going to up until now. But we do have the old city of Kolk, the ruins north of taking the northwest path, I guess. Coming back around to the north of to find Kolk, the old city, or the ruins of Kolk, the old city. And then north of that again, we have, or northeast of that, we have Dusky Watch, the old keep, the keep that's fallen to ruins 250 years ago when demonic forces spilled forth and decimated Kolk. So we've also got some fields for farming, plains, a mountain, and the forest which the caravan came through. So now that we have this map, so the reason I have drawn this map is I believe we're going to start to leave the city. So Gabriel is slowly running out of money and is going to need to deal with that pretty quickly. So in order to do that, he's going to go to the Adventurers Guild and earn a little bit of money from memory. So what's happened up until now is we've entered the city of Flyridge. This should be a subsection of that. We went to the Merchants Guild and we found out what we needed to do, or Gabriel found out what he needed to do in order to become an alchemist in the city, or to set up a shop that was recognized by the guild. So he needs to get some accreditations, and he needs to have someone vouch for him to say that he actually does have skills, so that he can get a license with the guild. And then we spent the first night gathering a little bit of information about the town, had a drinking competition. There was the risk of a brawl, which we didn't have to get involved in because the town guard were there to just deal with it, when some unsavory drunks decided to interfere with a girls' night out. And then we started to find an alchemist named Essence, or one named Kelgion. There is actually a couple of other alchemists that we could find. There was Kelgion and Carden Dreamfall. Carden Dreamfall was not likely to be at the guild and is going to be a bit harder to find because of that. However, Essence and Kelgion do tend to be around there from memory. However, we have not been able to find Essence at all, and Kelgion doesn't spend all his time there. We've looked for her 2 days in a row now, and she's not been there. We also had a go at doing some alchemy. I think I might have rolled a 1, or I rolled poor enough that I failed miserably, and so ruined some materials, moved on. Going to need money in order to keep living here. Yeah, so starting to run out of money, and we're going to need to deal with that sooner rather than later. So we find ourselves coming to the guild. It's coming to the Adventurers Guild. Now, we don't know anything about the Adventurers Guild. Now, the city of Flyridge has an Adventurers Guild because it tries to bill itself as a safe spot, a safe station for dealing with the city of Kolk and the Old Keep. The government is setting up as basically a fortress to fight whatever demonic incursion has been happening over the past 250 years. So they like to encourage not only a standing army, but people to come in and try and seek fame and fortune fighting them. So they've set up Adventurers Guild, or an Adventurers Guild has been set up. So ask a question. So let's ask the oracles. Is the Adventurers Guild set up by the government? By the government. And now they definitely want... So the government wants forces to come in and fight it, so it's not like they're opposed to the idea of an Adventurers Guild on that front, but it does mean that there is a organized group, like an organized fighting group that is not loyal to the government, which it is a theocracy, so they don't necessarily rely on some of the things that we are used to with the government trying to control us. They instead rely on people pulling forward to the going with the faith. My thing's gone. Ask the oracle, is the Adventurers Guild set up by the government? So I don't think it's is it likely? Yeah, I'm going to say it's likely. And they're not. They have nothing to do with the government. So they are a separate entity, which I will have to set up. So let's just move that there and that there. Cool. So, guilds, merchants guilds. Let's find a random table. Cult mercenary guilds, mercenary troops, military companies, watchmen. Random merchants guild, we have what you need. The guild is controlled by, of course, this is the one I think I rolled on before. Mercenary troops. The mercenary troops' colors are the mercenary troops. That's a little bit too organized. Random military banner features. Let's just roll on the ones that we think are relevant. So let's grab this. So the Adventurers Guild. Company colors. Yeah, well, why not? 42. It's bloody D20. What am I doing? 20. Olive green. So maybe we've got the actual like employees wearing that or something. Company's banner features. 18. a snake. That's interesting. Company's commander is 1d10, 6. A celebrated war hero. War hero. Company's attitude towards their commander is... I might not take this result, depending on what I roll. Disappointed and disrespectful? Actually, that could be interesting. Because they don't care. They're bloody adventurers. Adventurers. Attitude is towards the commander is so the commander is not able to command any respect from the adventurers because they don't care. They're just there for money. Money and glory. Probably never see them. The company specializes in frontal assaults, I think is... Actually, I'm going to leave that because it's all... Yeah, it's all just we take whatever jobs we can. We probably push frontal assaults because we're all about the glory of fighting the demon horde or whatever. The company is notorious for... Yeah, this is a bit too... No, that's not relevant because it's an adventurous company as opposed to a mercenary company. I need to stop saying I got some feedback from my previous videos. Thank you very much. And one of the things I need to say is, or say less, is I also make a few clicking sounds every so often. Need to not do that. He says, after saying you need to not say it. Most soldiers in the company are outfitted with their own material, not relevant. Equipped with... Yeah, no, this is all... Okay. Cool, but that was useful. So we've got an Adventurers Guild and some information about it. Need to stop saying So where is it? I believe that the Adventurers Guild was on the main street. Let's say that the Adventurers Guild is off at the northwestern gate. Because, yeah, it's near the northwestern gate because that is... I don't actually have a north on the thing. I'm just assuming that the map top is north. Northwestern gate because that's the road to Kulk. On the road to... are at the gate to Kulk. I don't know. Kulk is right there. Okay. So Gabriel heads, following a trip to the Merchants Guild and being unable to find Essence, our intrepid hero starts heading off to the Merchants Guild and gets there and has to... Do you register? I guess you register. They want to know who's there. They want to have some kind of order. Do you have to register? Let's ask the Oracle. Ask question. Do you have to register at the Adventurers Guild? I think it's pretty likely. No, you don't. So they've probably got some system that is like, yep, if you want to get a job, I think that if you register, then if you join the Adventurers Guild, then you probably get some benefits, like they actually care who you are. They actually care when you don't come back, that kind of thing. Whereas if you just want to go look at the jobs, then it's fine. You can go and look at the jobs and go off and do them. And if you do, then great. No one cares. Well, people will care if you get the job if it's prestigious enough. And you can start building a reputation for yourself. So, I've been to a few websites to find some random jobs. So let's see what we've got. A band of annoying pirates is loose. Nope. Oh, they could be, instead of pirates, they could be, all they do is, no. Swap ships with the ship they capture. That's a bit silly. A book is being passed around, but all those who read it cannot stop until somebody stops them. No. City is being plagued by the sounds of war drums in the distance. No. So one thing that we do know already, so we've got a few things. The Merchants Guild probably hasn't told us about their rat infestation. But the other thing that we know about, we know that Essence has gone missing. Oh, we know that we can't find Essence. We know that people have been going missing. So that might become a thing later. But, so I think we're likely to see some missing persons, finding missing persons jobs there. But we don't really know enough to get into that. Being an alchemist, Gabriel's actually pretty keen to get out into the surrounding lands to learn what he can find. So that he can get his own ingredients for potions. This is all a bit too high fantasy, very, very miraculous. So what's on Donjon? A frantic stage name named Fimostho seeks a company of adventurers to recover and destroy. An elf named Reali seeks a company of adventurers to find and explore ancient ruins. An evil artifact from the Warrens of Nino. However, the party corrupt aristocrat. Ruins. Rescue the town from someone. Local priest is secretly a necromancer. A local woman is regularly beaten by her husband. So these are rumors. But the other one we know about is the caravan before the one we arrived on went missing. So we know that's out there. Let's see if we can turn any of these rumors into quests. 12. A local man went missing for 3 days and reappeared with no idea of where he has been. That's more of a rumor. That's kind of interesting, but that's not it's up to 50. So what's 77? So that'd be 27. It's all rumors. Too rumory. 78. That's what it means. Okay. rumors. So I've found some good rumor tables that aren't necessarily what I'm wanting right now. So there's definitely a job there for this caravan, to go search for the caravan. Let's say that there. Do we want to do this? We're doing random stuff. So asking the oracle. Is a group willing to take us on as they go searching for the caravan, the lost caravan? And we're just going to say 50-50. Yes, okay. We have a story. So we turn up at the Gabriel turns up at the Adventurers Guild. And he hears some adventurers, a party of adventurers. We'll say there's 3 of them going. Well, we're lacking talking about the caravan, the lost caravan, and how they're going to search for it in the forest. And they're saying that they don't have any expertise. They're talking about how are they going to find it in the forest. If it's gone missing in the forest, they don't have anyone that can really do any tracking. So Gabriel's going to walk up and say, hello, I couldn't help but overhear that you're looking for someone that has some experience tracking through the forest. I also heard that you're looking for the lost caravan. I did hear about that last night, and if you're willing, I'm happy to offer my services. And so they go, yep, no, that sounds really good. If you actually are capable and you say so. So what? Let's roll some kind of check. We're going to roll a persuasion check or some such. What is it in 3rd ed? Diplomacy. So that's a 22. So that's quite good. Let's just remember how diplomacy works. Diplomacy is more about... Okay, cool. So they're indifferent to me. That's new attitude, initial attitude. Okay. They're now friendly. Like, yeah, sure, no worries. If you're able to do that, then that would help us out greatly, and we're quite happy to share the reward. So how are they going to try and do that? They'll happily split it for a fourth, but they say that if I turn out to be useless, I'm not getting anything. So, okay, we're going to need 3 more characters. Cool. So, let's create a few new NPCs. So we've got this adventuring party that we've just met. So who are they? NPC creator. Standard. NPC creator standard. Okay. So we've got 3 new NPCs. A dignified beggar comparable to the party. A sinful courtier. A lazy pioneer. Don't know about... Okay. Dignified beggar. So what is your name? Name... human... male, female... Male. Patrick. Human surname. Patrick Serral. Human male name. Surname. All in Backblaze. Okay, female. Human, female. Why am I rolling a d6? Surname. Okay, so Dania Gwilla. I don't even know how to try and pronounce that. So we have Patrick Serral, a dignified beggar, comparable than the party, a dignified beggar comparable to the party. So I think that we've actually got a monk. Monk. Wears shabby clothes. Shabby clothes. So his motivations are to secure patience, advance modesty, and indulge ghosts. Ooh. Okay, so that's going to be interesting. Indulge ghosts. All in Backblaze. Not sponsored. I believe that's a company for backing up data. A sinful courtier. Slightly stronger than the party. Motivations. Abuse the Forsaken. Prepare cowardice. Comprehend magic. I'm thinking about a rogue or a bard. Probably a rogue or a bard or a fighter. I suppose that's more about his personalities. It could be a sorcerer. Abuse the Forsaken. Prepare cowardice. So abuse the Forsaken, he might have a bit of a inferiority complex. And so anyone, he needs to prove himself better than people, and the people who have been able to do that are generally not that well off. He needs to prove that he's better than someone. Prepare cowardice. Yeah, that sounds... Alright, we've got a sorcerer. And Dania, I don't know, Gilu? Something? Dania? A lazy prisoner. A lazy pioneer, not a prisoner. Much stronger than the party. Maintain resources. Motivations are to maintain resources, attempt force, and work poverty. Fighter? Not much in for doing some of this stuff herself. Attempt force. Could be a cleric. Work poverty. Noble. Noble. A noble brat. So she's come from some noble house. and has gone off to seek fame and glory. It's not that. Probably a fighter. Cool. But she's actually gotten quite a bit stronger than the others. And the others haven't come by as much. Comparable to the party, slightly stronger than the party, and much stronger than the party. So I think we'll go for a range from levels 10 to level 15. So I think that Danny is the leader. And Orlan probably does a lot of the talking. He's probably we've probably got an interesting dynamic. Patrick is very patient and quiet, whereas Orlan tries to be very important and puff himself up. Probably does a lot of the talking because Danny allows it. So I think that Orlan's probably going, oh, well, look, we have to make sure that you're useful, otherwise we won't be able to pay you, but as long as you do, we're happy to give you an equal share. Does anything else happen while I'm at the guild? Ask a question to the Oracle. Does anything else happen before we leave the guild? Unlikely. No. Brilliant. Okay, so I met up. Let's just take some notes. I met up with a group of adventurers who have taken it, who are going. So I've met up with a group of adventurers who are going out to the forest. I need to name some of these places. To the forest to find the lost caravan. They took me on as someone who would be able to guide them through the forest and track the cart. Brilliant. So we're going to head out, back down the road. Let's actually bring the map back up. We're heading back down the road into the forest. So we're going to leave through the gate, which is free. They're quite happy to let us leave. We're going to have to pay to get back in. That's going to be interesting. Let's actually move that into the on-screen sheet, into my journal. Where is yours? No. Equipment. We've got a new goal. We've got some things to record up here. Game goals. Here we go. So, not had any luck getting accreditation yet. And we need to find. We need to get money to earn money. Earn money to live. And we need to find the caravan. Cool. So we're going to knock that to there, I think. Is that where that goes? Earn money to live. I'm just going to go 2 ticks with that because I think that we've got essentially 3 states. We have a job, we do the job, and we get paid for the job. So we have to prove that we're worth it and get paid. We've now got to find the caravan. So we're going to head out down the road into the forest. So Do we have any problems? Ask a question of the Oracle. Do we have any problems before we get to the forest? Now, it's very unlikely because it's a patrolled road. We do! Okay. Are the problems with bandits, or are they with... question? Are the problems with bandits or with wildlife? Or something else. We'll say, are the problems with bandits first, and that will be unlikely. Problems with the bandits, brilliant. That's super easy. So we need some bandits. Do they just... So some bandits come up. We're coming down the road, and some men hiding behind some trees come out to stop the three of us. The four of us. There are four of us. There are three of them and one of me. So I'm going to need some stat blocks. Okay, so I'm going to have a break now, just before we get into this encounter. Get myself a drink. And then get back to recording. So I will see you again next time.